Oscar Wilde was an Irish playwright, novelist, and poet who lived in the late 19th century. He was known for his wit, flamboyant personality, and a scandalous personal life. Wilde's works often explored themes of aestheticism, decadence, and the human condition. Wilde's quotes became controversial and shocking because they challenged societal norms and values of his time. He often questioned traditional beliefs about morality, religion, and social conventions, and he expressed his ideas in a clever and provocative way. His quotes also often reflected his personal experiences and struggles, including his homosexuality and his imprisonment for gross indecency. Despite the controversy surrounding his quotes and personal life, Wilde's works and ideas continue to be studied and celebrated today for their wit, originality, and relevance to modern society. Many of his quotes have become iconic and are still widely quoted and referenced in popular culture, literature, and academia. Let's take a look at those controversial and shocking Oscar Wilde quotes. Enjoy. I can resist everything except temptation. There is only one thing in life worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. Experience is simply the name we give our mistakes. I am not young enough to know everything. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist. That is all. I have the simplest tastes. I am always satisfied with the best. There is no such thing as a moral or an immoral book. Books are well written or badly written. That is all. I can forgive everything except boredom. Art is the most intense mode of individualism that the world has known. Morality, like art, means drawing a line someplace. The only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. I am not at all cynical. I have merely got experience, which, however, is very much the same thing. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. The only way to get rid of a temptation is to yield to it. I have nothing to declare except my genius. Fashion is a form of ugliness so intolerable that we have to alter it every 6 months. True friends stab you in the front. All art is quite useless. One can always be kind to people about whom one cares nothing. I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. It is better to be beautiful than to be good, but it is better to be good than to be ugly. The only thing to do with good advice is to pass it on. It is never of any use to oneself. I don't want to go to heaven. None of my friends are there. A little sincerity is a dangerous thing, and a great deal of it is absolutely fatal. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation. To be natural is such a very difficult pose to keep up. The world is a stage, but the play is badly cast. It is better to have a permanent income than to be fascinating. I don't like principles, I prefer prejudices. I am not a bit interested in immortality, but only in the taste of tea. The only thing that one really knows about human nature is that it changes. I can't stand people who do not take food seriously. I never put off till tomorrow what I can possibly do the day after. A cynic is a man who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. Society often forgives the criminal. It never forgives the dreamer. I think that God, in creating man, somewhat overestimated his ability. No great artist ever sees things as they really are. If he did, he would cease to be an artist. The good ended happily, and the bad unhappily. That is what fiction means. Life is too important to be taken seriously. There is nothing in the world like the devotion of a married woman. It is a thing no married man knows anything about. The only thing that can console one for being poor is extravagance. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. The only thing that can spoil a day is people, and if you can keep from making engagements, every day has no limits. The only difference between the saint and the sinner is that every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. I don't believe in total freedom for the artist, left on his own. Free to do anything he likes, the artist ends up doing nothing at all. Pleasure is the only thing one should live for. Nothing ages like happiness. The advantage of the emotions is that they lead us astray. I am not a teacher of morals. I am a writer who shows what will happen if people do not follow them. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like our video. Please share your opinion in the comments column.